Greetings, Benjamin J. from BENZTRAINZ with another in the series. Well, a follow-up on that Marx 595 that arrived today. And it was shipped in an envelope, and it was really badly bent. It had obviously been dropped. And the shell was really, really bent. All the paint was gone. But as you see, I've got that repaired. I've replaced the headlight and lubed the motor. A couple of shots of WD-40 into the E unit. This thing was dead as a proverbial hammer when I took it out of the envelope. It didn't move at all. It buzzed, and that was it. So a couple of drops of oil on the armature, a shot of WD-40 into the solenoid to lubricate the solenoid shaft itself for the E unit. And this locomotive, as you see, is more than acceptable looking. You would never know it was damaged. You'd never know the paint was as bad as it was. And in this case, it runs absolutely splendidly. As you see, forward and reverse. So no one would object to owning this Marx 595. Is it perfect? Nope, far from it. The thing is, it's running and it was $6. So as I always stress, don't overlook the junk. Just because something's junk when you get it doesn't mean it's going to be junk when you're finished with it. In this case, less than an hour actual time to repair this locomotive. And straightened out the bent shell, touched up the paint with an ink marker, a couple of drops of oil, spread it around with a soft paintbrush, replaced the headlight. The rest of it was lubrication and cleaning. And as you see, this locomotive is running just absolutely splendidly. You couldn't ask it to run better than this. It's running just absolutely perfectly. So it was definitely worth the $6. There's no doubt about that. As you can see, good constant speed all the way around the rail. That's running at about 40% power. It was definitely worth the $6. There's no doubt about that. Anyway, I just wanted to do a quick follow-up on this. As I always stress, don't overlook the junk. Made the guy an offer, he accepted it, and this was far from perfect. And I actually bought it for parts. But it's running really, really well. And as you can see, by looking at the shell, no one would ever know that this locomotive was that badly damaged. It actually looks quite respectable. There's no rust on the push rods. Overall condition is actually quite good. There's no actual physical damage to it now at all. It's complete, it runs forward and reverse, and it was absolutely dirt cheap. So just a quick follow-up. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to drop me an email, BENZTRAINZ@gmail.com. And as always, thank you for watching.